Welcome everyone to another episode of the Warmup. I'm here with the guys. It's me, Bang Bang, Chris Gang. We got Deuce and we got Reg in the building. Say what's up to the people who are tuned in this episode, guys.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Thanks for joining us.
And my condolences to all the Cowboys fans.
The sweet cowboy tears just makes my stomach feel so enlightened, so refreshed. You know what I'm saying? I feel so radiant. You know what I mean? So, anywho. If this is your first time rocking with us, man, this is a place where we talk about sports, current events, and things in between through the lens of Black culture, man. You can catch us every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, the Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. Like I said, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter as well. If you want to follow us and engage with us, we're at the Warmup Pod, _warmup_pod. And then finally, check us out on Reddit and Discord, Grindhouse NTWK for Reddit, and then for Discord, we're at the Grindhouse Network. And that's a public forum where you can just come in, it's a little community, and you can feel free to just, engage with us and chat with us and talk about sports and some unrelated things as well. So, anything else you guys want to add to this?
I think you got on the notes. Follow us, Warmup Podcast.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get into TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
TikTok
page should be up this week.
TikTok coming soon for all the people who loves the ticks and the tacks. So
we're getting on it just as the U.S. is trying to ban it. Our timing is impeccable.
Impeccable.
They can't ban all of us.
So let's get right into the fun divisional round playoffs of the NFL. Obviously, playoff time is really fun time, especially if you're anti-Cowboys fan, because they always find a way to lose. So if you haven't noticed, if you was under a rock, the Dallas Cowboys, they rode into the old faithful house, the Santa Clara Stadium, Levi Stadium. I don't know why I call it Santa Clara Stadium, but Levi Stadium. It was in Santa Clara, and they try to go up against the vaunted 49ers defense and Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy up against 7-year vet Dak Prescott, the 4th round Mississippi State guy who was supposed to take Cowboys to the motherland or the Holy Land or wherever they supposed to go. But it got stopped. Got a couple of picks was thrown. I don't know what that last play was where Zeke was hiking the ball and just kind of got ran over. There was a lot going on,
that hit hurt me.
Mayer got his field goal kick blocked. So you know what? This is a Cowboys loss. This is a good old Cowboys signature. Now they lost 12-19. It was a defensive game, but and I will say this. The Cowboys defense did step up. DeMarcus Lawrence was there. Trayvon Diggs was still doing his thing. Even CeeDee Lamb, he was making some really good catches when they made it to him. But again, you was going up against San Francisco, again, arguably the best team in the NFL. I think I say so if I say so myself. And so that was it. That was a wrap. They were dead on arrival because they came into Santa Clara and couldn't do nothing about that. So, anyways, Reg, man, what's your thoughts on this game, man? I know you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, or are you a 49ers fan now?
Hey, we had that conversation, man. I'm gonna have to walk out of this one a 49ers fan.
Hey,
I always like the team. Always had warm sentiments toward the team. I know we give some banter because that's your team, but these are the guys. Looking forward to the franchise, what they can do with Brock Purdy or Trey Lance. Who knows what the quarterback situation is gonna look like next year? Pretty sure it's not gonna be Jimmy G. I doubt that, but you never know. Oh, hey, he might come home to California.
No,
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna have to disagree with your assessment of the game, though. When you look at it, outside of the major flaws that they had, the missed kick, the interceptions and whatnot, it actually was a pretty close game. Both teams gave up a good effort. Like you said, for Cowboys, it was more on the defensive end. They forced some. They got some sacks. I think they forced a fumble. They were in it. They had some tough things happen. Tony Pollard went down in the second quarter. No excuses, though. 49ers found a way to make it work. I just hope in their next game that they have a more this was a top tier defense they went against, but I just want to see more offense from them if they want a chance to win the Super Bowl. That's my assessment there.
Okay.
But great effort from both teams, but ultimately Dak has not been that guy. We see the memes, we see the internet roasting that you just gotta keep it a buck. He hasn't been that guy. He hasn't found a way to make it deeper into the playoffs. So tough, unfortunate.
Okay.
Go Niners. Go Niners.
Okay. We'll get you one of those jerseys soon, man. You can go ahead and rock it on the pod.
I just need access, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. You have to give it back. You're gonna have to give it back. I'm just letting you know that you got one. It's in the mail somewhere. Standard mail though, not expedited.
Got it.
Deuce, man, what's going on, man? Should we trade Dak? Is it hashtag trade Dak time?
I found myself asking. I know you can't trade it for this guy, but here's my question, man. Is Dak really better than Romo?
No, Mo. Well, I would say this: Dak is
more available than Romo.
I was gonna say less injury prone.
He's more available.
He's a little sturdier.
In a way that makes you better, right? I guess. And
in a way, it makes you more available. But I think Romo could have won that game, man. Chris,
Probably.
it's time to. It's the thing, man. Dak got embarrassed. He embarrassed himself. Right, national stage. Jerry Jones. We had a pot. We sat here and we said, Jerry Jones, pay that man. Mm-hmm. Remember that. After the injury, pay that man. He had a strong season.
Yeah.
Should he be traded? Go for it, man. It's 7 years, bruh. We've been here, seen it. We've seen the man ceiling. Dak is what he is. He is Tony, what I said, Trent Dilfer 2.0.
Wow.
I think that was talking about Brock Purdy, but go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Purdy is that. You know what? The point, Reg. I think Dak should be more of a game manager, but in his mind, and the fans, those crazy Cowboys fans, picked him up to be a game changer. I think that's a mistake. So either reel in Dak's what he does, make him more of a game manager, or trade him. The thing is, I don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Trade him for who?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic, man. Trade him. As far as the game, I knew it was over when my boy's kick got blocked in the open.
Hey man, it happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us.
Special teams, man. Special teams.
Sometimes you can get blocked.
Five. I'm counting them. 5 missed kicks. He leaves.
Do we count block ones as missed ones?
I'm counting it.
Damn.
5.
They can't special teams. The special teams can't just make a play. We can't get credit to the special teams defense.
Okay, but it's that kicker, man. Okay, all right, we'll go back to the 4. Even with the 4, he leads. He has a record, man. He has a postseason record, not the one you want.
Damn. Look. Outside of that missed kick,
you got a rap sheet.
See, outside of that missed kick or block kick, which they did say they should be happy there was blocked because it was headed in the trajectory of it being a complete miss. That's fine. But silver lining, he hit his 2 field goals. Like the only thing that was against him was the Dallas Cowboys because they were in the red zone. They could have used him in the field goal and decided to go for a fourth down conversion to continue the drive in the red zone. And that's when Dak threw his second interception. But part of that was because they didn't trust the kicker. I don't know why, but
you don't know why. You didn't watch the last game?
Hey man, he's been pretty good this whole season. He had one game where the goalpost kept moving.
Wow. We just look back after 4 kicks.
After 4 kicks,
we just cut it off there. We don't look past anything else.
You done.
It's time to retire.
You're as good as your last 4 kicks. I got you.
Exactly. That's it, bro.
Okay.
The last 4. You're toast.
So, well, the NFL is known for having no mercy. I mean, Melvin Gordon never had a fumble in his life, in his career in the NFL, and then he went to Denver, and he. Oh, actually, I think as soon as he got his as soon as he got his money, because he was held out, he started fumbling, and they traded him to Denver. Even this year, he got dropped because after he had like 2 fumbles in the game. It happens, man. But I also
Mark Sanchez led the Jets to the AFC title game. How do we remember him? But fumble.
But you know, there was a weird relationship between Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez. They made it to the AFC Championship that one time. Ever since then, it's been like they had a lot of that wish casting that the Dallas Cowboys love to do, which is like, oh, we'll be the next year, and it never happened. It never manifested, you know. So yeah.
I mean, between them and the Cowboys, should we just stop prophesizing about next year?
Well, you know,
definitely with the Cowboys, man. Like, you know what? Listen. Here's my thing, man. I am so glad. I feel bad for the players. As far as the fans, I'm so glad the Cowboys didn't win. Ooh, my Facebook, all my social media was getting flooded with the start. And Dak is the greatest, and the Cowboys are the best team on earth, and all this crap, man. Going to work was a pain.
Why you don't like your fans, though? Why y'all don't like their fans? They be riding horses in the Walmart. They be doing a lot.
There you go. You answered your own question. They be doing a lot.
There's no other team that does that.
There's no other team
that does the elephant when Alabama wins, do you? No.
Exactly.
So, that could be animal cruelty.
He's not out here playing with a grizzly bear when the Grizz win. No. Bruh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, they are the most annoying fan base.
Y'all blaming the fans? That's cold.
I'm not blaming the fans, but the fans, it's a special kind of personality for you to be a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan.
And it's always the most like annoying. I mean, you're not a true Cowboys fan, so you don't know. See, you don't really have a fan of a team. So you're not like
you got to be Ric Flair with it.
Exactly. You gotta be.
Straight around the house talking about Cowboys this and Cowboys that.
Yep.
I know the type. The type, man.
So yeah. So y'all think Brock Purdy gonna win the Super Bowl or no?
Nah, man. I'm not putting my no. Okay. Purdy overachieved for sure, bro. But nah.
Okay.
They gotta get the offense. I think they have a shot with a great defense, but like it's gonna be a stretch. He is gonna be an underdog for sure.
Okay. All right. But let's move on to the next probably the second most popular matchup that happened this past weekend, which was the Josh Allen Bengals versus the Josh Allen Bills versus Joe Burrow's Bengals. And it was in nice snowy weather in Buffalo, New York. And if you could, if you didn't know where you was playing, you would have thought that they were playing in Cincinnati because Joe Burrow owned all of Bills' defense. It was very methodical. They had a run game. Joe Burrow was just picking them off. Joe Cool. And Josh Allen just looked like he was really just struggling. Like if all of Josh Allen's demons came out, like if he had like a whole bunch of demons, they came out that day. They came out that day to just make his day just feel as mediocre. He was as much of a Clark Kent as you can get. So,
damn.
Josh Allen went from Superman to Clark Kent real quick. And yeah, Bengals got sent home. Stephon Diggs was out here yelling at Josh Allen, frustrated. So yeah, I'm sure it's pretty awkward. I mean, obviously they had some injuries and stuff as well that kind of mounted throughout the season. Obviously the DeMar Hamlin one, but a more serious note or more critical to that defense note, Von Miller was out for the rest of the season. So
that's tough too.
It definitely.
And then what was up with the penalties?
I don't know. What was up with the penalties?
8 penalties for 60 yards.
Well, you at home. You should not be having penalties, especially like dumb penalties, preventable penalties. So
8.
Yes.
God.
So tell me, man, what's going on with this? What's going to happen with the Bills, Deuce? Like, are they done for? Are we off of the Josh Allen, the honeymoon? Are we back to finding someone new?
Well, we're not gonna come with the Dak Prescott with Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen is a certified winner. Unlike that,
okay.
Josh Allen is a baller, man. Don't act like we don't forget the playoff duel between him, Patty Mayonnaise last year, man. That was must-see television.
Correction, that was Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow beat him.
I was right about to say it seemed like Joe Burrow has his number, so that's gonna be a big detriment to Josh Allen.
Josh and Pat Mahomes, they played last year too.
So either Josh Allen lost, or.
But it wasn't because of him. What I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Josh Allen is a baller, right? This season was odd for him. Don't come with the slander for Josh Allen, man. Bills need to get my boy more weapons. Burrow has weapons.
Hey, hold on. Wasn't Stephon Diggs like one of the best receivers this year?
I'm waiting.
And who else? Oh, you telling me Burrow has Chase? Burrow has Higgins. I can't remember his number 3.
Tyler Boyd. Are you gonna throw Tyler Boyd in the mix?
Good.
You just throwing people out here now? Tyler Boyd?
Hey, Chase, Higgins.
Joe Mixon had 2 receptions too. We gonna throw Joe Mixon.
Mixon is a run game. Mixon is a legit running back. In the snow game, you know you have to have a running game, bro.
They did. They had a great running game.
Don't the Bills have Matt Breida and also Devin Singletary? Like, are they not competent running backs?
Who was the leader rusher this season for them?
I believe it was Devin Singletary. It doesn't really matter though. The point is that you have running backs. Now, if you don't know how to use them, that's on you. That sounds like a coaching issue.
They running backs wasn't doing it that game. They only had 63 yards.
Leading rusher Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I knew the answer. I was just trying to play it till y'all understand it. That's the thing, man. Josh needs weapons, bro. He needs weapons. Or to your point, he has weapons. He needs a coordinator that can utilize those weapons, right? That's the problem, man. That's all it is. Because Burrow was magnificent.
You saying they need weapons, but the Bills had more passing yards than the Bengals.
I don't know what to tell you.
Passing game not the issue.
You scoring. Bruh, Josh, listen, that was towards the end. Josh was struggling. Burrow, the Bengals will go down the field. It's methodical, man. It's like a
coordinated offense. It was a coordinated offense.
Bills, it was a struggle bus every time. And in the second half, man, when I feel like, I think end of the third quarter, right after the Bills, the Bengals, they took that touchdown from Chase. Then the Bengals scored a touchdown that shouldn't have been a touchdown because maybe it was a play clock violation.
Wow, are we doing that now? We out here blaming it on play clocks now?
But they got it. I thought the Bills still had a shot, man, and Josh couldn't do it, bro. Like, they need more weapons, man. He couldn't get in the end zone.
So you're blaming. So you're blaming everyone else for Josh Allen's failures. Is that what you're saying?
When you ask me, am I doing the complete opposite of the Cowboys? My Cowboys view? Yes, I blame only Dak Prescott and the coach. No.
Wow.
Now you can blame Zeke. Blame Zeke too.
Yeah, you can blame Zeke. I mean,
but I didn't have any expectation for Zeke. I don't think anybody did. Was Paul.
That's the problem. He got expectation money, and nobody got expectations from him.
Yeah,
true. But Dak has expectation money and expectations.
So we just gonna give it to him worse. That ain't even right.
Yeah, this is messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Prescott like that, but I also understand when Josh Allen comes down to earth, you kind of have to give him the same kind of the equal ear of the blame. But you know,
I'm not gonna let that phrase go, are you?
It's well, you know what? It's a catchphrase. It's a
sticking around for him. That's his catchphrase. But like you were saying, the offense was so coordinated. 30 first downs, third down efficiency, 6 out of 10. They didn't even go for it on 4. Meanwhile, like you said, like it's desperation on the other side. They ain't had no first downs. The third down efficiency was down. They went for it on 4 3 times. Luckily, they were successful 2 out of 3, but they were just trying everything they could because it was a struggle.
Yeah. So Reg, tell me what's going on, because I guess Deuce is a fanboy of Josh Allen, and he's going to continue to wilt.
I mean, thus far, it may not be his fault, but thus far, Josh Allen has not made it happen. He's had the hype. He has had the great season. He just has had the playoff success. That's just it.
Yes. And that's probably the most honest.
Wins of Dak. Are we doing that? Are we doing that? I'm done with Dak. I'm sorry.
Are we comparing everyone to Dak now? Is Dak the bar?
I realized what I did after I did it.
For real. And then on top of that, like at some point, we all have to come to that real. Big Lamar Jackson fan. He had the MVP season. He had not reached those heights again. Like we gotta call this. We gotta keep it honest, man.
Yeah. And like I said,
it doesn't mean that he can't surpass this. It just means he hasn't yet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So I agree. I mean, Josh Allen is a very good quarterback. He's way better than Matthew Stafford or the top 5 quarterbacks you claim to put in your top 5
quarterbacks.
It's true. He can run the ball. He has a cannon for an arm. He's tough. Like he'll put his body on the line. He's mobile. He can stay in the pocket. He does everything you want him to do. He's makes some risky throws, obviously, right? Look, this is what I say, man. Get him out of Buffalo. Move him to another team, a respectable team. Pittsburgh, I think, is looking for a quarterback, and he could probably thrive under someone who can put him in the right places and give him the right direction. I don't believe in the Buffalo Bills, to be honest with you, just because of the fact that.
Dang.
I believe in his chances with the Buffalo Bills over the Steelers.
No.
Facts.
No. You know why? Because guess what? Steelers, for all of their shortcomings, they've never had a losing season, number one. And you've seen their personnel. Their personnel has been.
Buffalo Bills ain't had no losing season.
They haven't had they've had plenty of losing seasons.
No, I'm saying like this season was not a losing season. They did very well during regular season.
They did in the beginning. They did in the beginning, and then they started to have these very questionable losses. In fact, I believe it was week 3 they had a loss where the offensive coordinator was seen banging his Surface Pro in the booth because he was mad because he lost the game. They're not as composed as people make them out to be. They look at all of the great things that Josh Allen can do and Stephon Diggs can do, and I guess
a lot of flaws at the team. I can see that, but nonetheless, with that being said, they may not be of and I feel like that's what you saw in this game: a composed team versus an uncomposed team. But they were 14-4, so there's some success there. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And
more chances with the Steelers are not going to be moving to the Steelers is not the goal for him right now. That's how I see it.
Yeah, and I mean it doesn't have to be the Steelers, but I'm just saying he had to move somewhere. Joe Burrow ain't going nowhere. What did Joe Burrow say? His window for a championship is as long as he's there. His career. Now that's a little bit of hyperbole, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But.
But that's some real talk.
The only time
it's shaping out to be this is the guy, and that's gonna be a major roadblock for the Josh Allen. Between him and Mahomes is gonna be tough.
Exactly. So I don't know. You can't have Chiefs and Josh.
Go, man. I think Josh Allen, his rookie contract should be coming up, right?
Yeah, it should be. So again, Joe Burrow has made it to the AFC Championship. Really, every year he's been healthy. The first year he tore his ACL, I believe. We're not gonna count that. But even then, before that, he was balling as a rookie. So now you got T. Higgins, who is probably still on a rookie contract. Jamar Chase still on a rookie contract. Joe Burrow on a rookie contract. Joe Mixon, who's a vet. You gotta actually give him an O-line now to protect him so he's not getting sacked 9 times in the game.
It was killing. The O-line is in this playoffs right now is a whole different O-line.
Yeah.
A lot of those cats are injured. Bills are really missing Von Miller, man.
And they didn't have Von Miller last year. I mean, again, Von Miller is a difference maker. He's a world maker. But, you know, I just don't see what can they do to make this team better?
I don't know, because his contract kicks in next season, right? Got to pay him $258 million, which includes 150 guaranteed. That's $23 million a season.
Sounds like a lot of money. I can't even count that many singles. So yeah, man. You know, again, Joe Burrow did it again. He went into someone's territory. He took it for his own, and he walked out there like he owned the place. And I mean, again, it seems like he may be the best quarterback. I mean, I don't know, unless you guys disagree. Maybe the best quarterback in the AFC, if not in the NFL. So
no.
See.
You say he's better than Pat Mahomes?
He's a better winner.
Is he a better quarterback than Pat Mahomes?
He's a better he's a better winner, meaning Pat Mahomes is a better athlete, and he could do more things easily than Joe Burrow, like as an athlete. But as a quarterback, like being able to keep the poise regardless of whatever was happening, his record has shown that.
Pat Mahomes is a Super Bowl winner. I don't know if you forgot about that.
Sure. How many? What's the record between Pat Mahomes versus Joe Burrow?
I don't know.
Including playoffs.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Joe Burrow is undefeated. Joe Burrow is undefeated against Pat Mahomes. He's 3-0. He beat him in the AFC Championship last year. He beat him twice this year. He's probably gonna beat him again in the AFC Championship.
You telling me if you're a GM?
Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Wow.
Joe Cool all day. Joe Burrow.
I'm saying Pat Mahomes is a better athlete.
He is.
More talented. You're gonna pick Joe.
Aaron Rodgers is a better athlete than Tom Brady, but Tom Brady.
Facts.
And I don't like Tom Brady like that, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Dan Marino was a better quarterback athletically. Like had a bigger gun than Joe Montana. Joe Montana's a better quarterback.
Joe Montana had Hall of Fame teammates. What Hall of Fame teammates did Marino have?
That's a good question.
On the offense.
That's a good question.
On the offense. The defense was nice.
I mean, I didn't really follow Dan Marino, but I knew that he was.
Nah, but your point with Tom Brady and
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I could see that. I still would go with Patty Mahomes. That's just me.
Thank you, because Reg, you are a sensible man. Chris over here, but he's gone off that Niners Kool-Aid, man.
Nah, but he got the hot hand. He did more. Because when Pat Mahomes won his Super Bowl, he had Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We gotta see. That's a tail of the tape situation. I can see why Chris said what he said, but I still go with Pat Mahomes. You know, we'll see when I'll see when they hang up the cleats. We'll see what the records say.
Okay.
Some of the passes that Pat is like a walking highlight reel, man. Some of the passes he makes.
Dominique Wilkins is a walking. He's a human highlight film. Michael Jordan was better.
I was gonna say this for the quiz, but I'm gonna give you this. Highest QBR in the playoffs. Who do you think it is?
Joe Flacco.
Who do you think it is?
Joe Flacco.
That's it, for real?
It's Pat Mahomes. You know damn well who it is.
I was gonna say, ain't no way it's Joe Flacco. Stop the cap, bro. Like, wait, throw that out.
Joe's number 9. Joe's number 9 on the list, bro.
That's nice.
Pat Mahomes.
Nice.
All the time.
Well, I was gonna say because Joe only made it once, right? He never made it to playoffs again.
Yeah, this is the second year in the playoffs. He still got some work to do.
QBR, it doesn't matter. QBR is QBR.
It's average, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's QBR. It's average though. It's not a tip. It's just average. QBR.
He had one Super Bowl game that was not that great, and also he keeps getting freaking sacked because his O-line was trash,
number 8.
and he still finds a way to win. So,
well, I mean, when Pat Mahomes ended up losing that Super Bowl game, he wasn't getting sacked like that, but he was definitely under pressure. Exactly, throwing the ball between his legs, behind his back. And that's another thing. That's gonna have to play out. You already said that Joe Burrow seems to have that team's number. Pat Mahomes is playing with a sprained ankle.
High ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain.
That's too.
It takes like 4 to 6 weeks to heal. He's got
for humans, but for people in the NFL realm, that's a 5 day. That's a 5 day turnaround.
Well, didn't he? No, 5 day turnaround. Didn't he play in the same game?
Yeah, he came back.
Yeah.
So that's not a 5 day turnaround. That's immediate.
No. He said he'd be ready for AFC Championship. Is what he said.
So that's not a 5 day turnaround. They hit him with the shot. Let me get the Toradol, and I'm back out there, baby.
Got the Moderna.
So let's talk about it, man. You know, the Jaguars and the Chiefs, man. It was sad. Like, meaning, Jaguars tried everything they could. Etienne, he had some really good runs. Trevor Lawrence, he was trying to do his best. It was just, you know, they just were not mature enough to handle the opposing team in the Chiefs. You know, again, even after Mahomes rolled his ankle, came out on his plant foot, throwing the ball on his support foot, not his plant foot. I mean, he's running one-legged practically, and he's still able to get touchdowns, which I find very strikingly weird, considering that they were not blitzing this guy, knowing he was injured every play to make him run. But anyways, that's besides the point. Chiefs did what they're supposed to do. Jaguars, again, you know, they're an up-and-coming team. They still got a lot to build on. Christian Kirk's number one receiver. It says a lot. So, you know, hats off to the Jaguars for making it this far. We didn't think he was going that far past this. But, you know, what you guys think about this game? Reg, what you think?
I mean, like you said, despite the injury to Pat Mahomes and all that, the fact that the Jaguars, it was a close game. They were in it. They were up there with yards, passing yards, rushing yards. They were in it. They just, like you said, I don't think they have the weapons or the experience to overcome that, especially that grit. Like, that's tough. That's tough for morale. This guy came out on a high ankle sprain and is still doing it to y'all. So yeah, those are the breaks.
Miles
that's
apart.
What you're up against.
Miles apart on opposing sides. That's crazy. So Deuce, this is your time to talk about how great Pat Mahomes is. So I'll let you go.
I mean, Pat is just a beast, man. I mean, you guys kind of, Chris, you glossed over it. Reggie, you expertly tackled some of the stuff there. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tackled.
Skillfully, man. Pat won this game on one leg, bro. Like Pat is just, he is a beast. And the fact that you compare Joe, who is amazing, notice, amazing, beast. People always say the beast, right? He's not Pat Mahomes, man. He's not there. He's amazing.
He's not.
He's amazing. But the things that Pat can do, passes, the ability, the window, how he delivers the ball, the magician out there, bro. He's always there. And especially teamed up with the offensive guru of Andy Reid. I mean, Andy should have had a Super Bowl before he teamed up with Pat if it wasn't for Chuck Noodle Soup and Donovan McNabb.
Wow. Are you really gonna blame? Okay, that's fine.
T.O. from Alabama, bro. I gotta ride with T.O.
He blaming the mama too?
T.O. from Alabama, man. I gotta ride with T.O. No. Miss McNabb is awesome. She's cool.
I don't know. She was in the commercial too. So.
I have no darts for Miss McHolm. McNabb, she's awesome.
Wow, you didn't even get her last name right.
You see, this is horrible, bro.
Wow.
Yo, I'm cool with both of them, man. Both of them are amazing.
Yeah, that's horrible, dude. Yeah, man, you know, like I said, you know, Pat Mahomes again. I don't know why you make it seem like I'm downplaying Mahomes. He's a top 5 quarterback easily. It's just that there's one quarterback who always beats him, who's undefeated, like, against Mahomes. You gotta take that into account.
You can take it into account, but it's like, you know, like it could be like, oh, you know, every time the Pistons meet up with the Warriors, they seem to have their numbers or something like that. You're not gonna say all of a sudden that the Pistons are like gonna beat them in the championship or something. Not to say that not to say that the gap in skill is as big as those two organizations, but you could win the matchup in the series. It don't tell you everything.
Okay, all right, I feel you, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for the Jaguars because they were outmatched. They didn't know how to handle any of that pressure. To me, this seemed like a walk in the park on paper and in in real life when it came to the Chiefs versus the Jaguars. So I didn't expect much from the opposing side. Like they were gonna try to tread water and not drown, and it's inevitable. So yeah, that was probably the game that I was least expecting to see, like a actual close battle, close outcome, and yeah, it served as well what we expected. So let's move on to the final divisional round, which was the Giants and the Eagles, in which this is a division rivalry, and these two teams came from the depths of mediocrity, and especially the Giants, right? The Danny Dimes, no one even thought some people called him a top 5 quarterback, and I was just like, really, this is what we're doing now? We just calling people top 5 quarterbacks and stuff now. So, but I didn't watch much of this game. It wasn't much game to watch. Eagles was just folded them up. It was 24-0 at the half. Turned out to be 38-7, in which, I mean, physicality from the Eagles side, just that's all you can really say. It's just like they just manhandled and they folded up and they put them in a suitcase and they shipped them with DHL home. Like that's all it was. So, Deuce, man, what do you think, man? Do you think the Giants can they retool to come back fiercer, or is it just that this is how far the competition is between the Eagles and the Jets? I mean the Jets. Ha! The Giants.
You gonna get some threats. Them New York people serious about their teams, man. Come on.
Yeah, they about to subtweet the heck out of you, bro.
Hey.
Elon Musk about to come out and tweet your behind.
Hey.
First of all, I want to give like a shout out to that division, man. The Eagles, the Cowboys, the Giants. Everybody did every team, every real team in that division held it down. Looking at you, Commodores or
they called the football team. We still hold on to that.
Commodores. That's the new name. I like that one. They gotta come out to the oldies.
We gotta make this correlation, man. This is the first time that Barkley's been healthy the whole season for the majority of the season, right?
No, his rookie season was also healthy.
Yeah.
Right. And they still a run-heavy team, and he's a talented back. But with that in mind, man, Chris, they need more help. Just bringing back this roster and trying to re-up it next season is not going to do it, man. They need more help. What they need, that's the question. I don't know. But it's like when you make a new recipe and it's like it's okay, it needs something. What does it need? I don't know. One of those ingredients in the cabinet is it needs more shakes of that. I just don't know which one. I think that's what that.
I mean, if he was gonna go off of this game, what they need is a run defense. It looks like I know Chris said the other game was so one-sided or whatever, but like I said, I feel like the Jaguars hanged in there against a really tough team. They're tried and proven team, and it was a 7-point spread. I understand that doesn't tell you everything, but I feel like they held their own. Looking at this game, like it was just a walk in the park. This was the walk in the park. Mm-hmm. They had them in passing yards, they crushed them in rushing yards, they got all the first downs they wanted. Like third down efficiency was through the roof. Like they killed it. Like
yeah, that's true. And I mean, a lot of it is because the reason I said what I said was because of the fact that no one really expected the Jaguars to win. We expected the Giants to at least put up more than 7 points. against the Philadelphia Eagles. Not saying that you
and not just get pushed around. They got pushed around. Like, that's crazy.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? Like, did y'all just wake up and it's like, nah, I don't feel like it today. Let's go home. Like, we're gonna just walk through this game and just.
You know what this game look? You know what this game look like? You know, it's like how you might be in a league where everybody makes it to the playoffs, and that team that had no business being in the playoffs got matched against the number one team, and that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So
that's exactly what it looked like, man. You're right.
So what's going on with Danny Dimes, man? Is Danny Dimes a quarterback that is worth keeping? Are we keeping him as a franchise guy, or are we?
Do you put that on him? He threw an interception, but he also got sacked. I don't know if that's poor ball management or just like, their O-line just not being up to par.
Well, there's multitude of things. I saw Richie James drop a very catchable ball on a post route. Like, if he caught it, he would have been striding to the for the end zone. It's not. I don't blame Daniel Jones for anything, but do I believe that Daniel Jones can be like that guy to be a centerpiece of your offense? I don't know. Like, he to me,
maybe
seems
maybe they don't need that. Maybe they can take, once again, to bring the boys up. Cowboys are Niners' way of building your team up. To where all you need is a game manager. Because I mean, yeah.
But that means you either had to have a strong running game, a very strong running game, and
or some good receivers.
Oh, I'm gonna ask here's a not hot take, but here's a controversial take or a question. Really, how good really was Eli Manning?
He was really good. Mm-hmm. I liked him. Beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
I mean,
but really, he's not as good as, like, is he as good as Peyton Manning? No, he's not.
Oh,
is he as clever?
So if you feel how you Peyton Manning, I feel like that kind of answers the question. Because he was a Super Bowl winner first and all that, but like, especially if you look at those later years with the Giants, like,
oh yeah, they like.
I'm not even talking about the later years. I was talking about his prime years. The Giants had a squad. Is my point. They had
the bar. Yeah, they had Barber. Yeah, they had
Barber. They still had Jason Pierre-Paul. They had what's that guy's name? Michael Strahan. They had the wide
receiver, the dance one,
Victor Cruz.
There you go.
But
and Odell came later. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they had a squad, man. And if he could just be a watered down Eli 2.0, and they can build around him, it's possible.
Okay, that's fair.
Game manager quarterbacks, I trust him more than quarterback. I said I won't mention anymore.
Who, Dak?
Wow. Yo, go ahead and drop your ad so the Cowboy Nation can come rain fire on you.
Yeah, man. And so are you telling me that Cooper Rush would have won that game over Dak?
I think so, to be honest. To be 100% honest, I think if Cooper Rush would have played that game, they would have won.
Cooper plays within the skills. And just, hey, I'm going to lean on that, and if Pollard didn't get injured. I'm going to lean on Pollard. I'm going to lean on the defense.
Okay. Okay.
I'll throw the CD when I need to.
So, okay. All right. I didn't see no hashtag bring back Coop.
I don't think that's the starting quarterback. I just feel like for that game, I don't think he would have thrown two interceptions. That's just
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. The Eagles have made it. The Bills, they didn't. The Bengals made it. The Chiefs made it. The 49ers made it. So we got the predictions coming up, right? So we have the AFC and the NFC. AFC is a rematch of the Chiefs and Bengals, and it's already been an 0-1, what do you call it? Tally for in favor of the Bengals. So Chiefs got to do something. They looking very, very who's the favorites? I know who are the
Bengals.
favorite. The Bengals are the favorite. Are they playing in Cincinnati? No, they're playing against.
Oh no, hold on. We got two different things because 2 days ago the Chiefs were favored.
Yeah,
One day
with the high ankle sprain,
the Chiefs, the Bengals were favored.
I see. According to ESPN analytics, it's 65% Kansas City. I don't know why.
That's with the knowledge of the high ankle.
That's with the knowledge of the yes. So are y'all?
That's what FanDuel says.
So are y'all agreeing that Kansas City is going to beat Bengals? Is that what y'all going to believe in? No Tyreek Hill, one leg in Mahomes.
I had the power on arm, bro.
No Honey Badger this time around. They still got Chris Jones. Pacheco, the running back. I heard he's good. Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster.
So FanDuel, the company that sponsors everybody, holler at us. We need sponsorship. So FanDuel is picking the Bengals.
Okay.
I think, to be honest, I feel like it's gonna be a close game. Ultimately, I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Pat Mahomes. I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of almost irrational because the way that outside of how you feel about Joe Burrows, the way that Jamar Chase and they took one of his touchdowns away on top of that, and Joe Mixon have been like weapons on that team.
Ace is a beast, bro.
Like, it's gonna be a good game. That's all I believe.
That's very true. This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a very, very tough game. I think it's gonna be probably like in the 20s, mid to high 20s, maybe low 30s as far as the scoring. I really feel like Pat Mahomes is gonna be compromised. Again, I get it.
Oh, he is.
He's not going to be as mobile as he, would have been if he was 100% healthy. Doesn't impact his arm, his accuracy, but it
actually does. He, like you said, like he already throws kind of unorthodox, so maybe it doesn't hurt him as much. But you need that leg, bro.
You do, but even in the last game, in the Jacksonville game, I saw he was just shooting. He was passing from his hips. He wasn't even planting. He was just flinging it using his hips as a torque. So that's why I say his accuracy. Now his power, his speed, the power behind the ball and the distance, that may be compromised. But I don't know if his accuracy, and also the sliding window, because his scrambling may be a little bit limited.
Oh yeah.
So again, he may have to play more so within the pocket and things like that.
I think even if he could, I would not go out the pocket because you already on thin ice with his ankle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Bengals are gonna go. Man, listen.
Stay in the pocket, son. Yeah. Stay in the pocket.
So
I don't want to see him get Brett Favre.
So Rich, you got
Vikings Brett Favre.
So, I'm still going Chiefs.
You got him. Chiefs.
Now for the Chiefs.
Huh?
Chiefs.
Did you not see? Okay.
No, it doesn't make sense. All right,
that's fine. That's fine.
To say it does not.
So you guys are going against
Chiefs,
you.
But here, I'm saying Chiefs. I'm gonna be surprised when they win. Let me put it that way. It's weird. I'm saying Chiefs.
Man.
All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I understand it's illogical. I'm put it like this. That bum Cavs team that LeBron took to the finals. Right? Who were you taking between them and the Boston?
The LeBron team.
No. That's the result. Before the result happened, who had your money on?
I was
taking LeBron.
Okay, that's fair. Game one versus the Warriors. Who would you have predicted to win?
Before?
With that bum team, Golden State.
Yeah. Pure sweep, right? It was by a miracle of JR just being I don't know what was going on with JR.
He checked out early.
But LeBron James scored 50 points. That is what Mahomes has put forth. That's the energy.
Okay.
And it's a one game league. So I've seen that. Once you see that from somebody, you can't unsee it. I seen him throwing on his back foot, running out of bounds, and people were just dropping passes. They could have won that Super Bowl. They lost. Once you see that, it's hard to. I understand the logic, I understand the precision, I understand the system, but just like the pure ability, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
I understand why you looking at us crazy, but that's what I saw.
Okay, all right. You know what? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys believe in Pat Mahomes, and that's totally fine. I understand there's also three sides to the game, and I know he can only play on one of them. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with a more complete team, a team that has been consistent, has shown poise, has gotten better on the O-line than last year, in which they beat a healthy version.
That was the only glaring weakness.
Yeah, it was the only weakness they had, and he kept taking those hits and kept putting up points. Like, yo, I'm gonna take these 5 hits down this on this drive, but we will get 7 points out of this. So
yeah, you're right.
You know,
baby, you know what? I gotta be real too. I gotta have a confession, man. Joe Burrow went to LSU, bro. Like, I could never. Dude is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, amazing. He went to LSU, bro.
Are you really doing this? Are you really just having your petty? I had Devontae Smith on my fantasy team. I don't care. I don't care if he went to baby, whatever. Like,
You went to win?
I don't care. I don't care. Like, y'all trying to get these wins. So,
oh my god,
man. Hey man, I need you to let go of that hate. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the indoctrination that their whole propaganda machine.
He beat us.
So
wait, hold on. Didn't you guarantee? Who was the guarantee that you put out there? I forgot there was a guarantee last episode.
I guarantee the Niners making the Super Bowl, and which we could talk about. 49ers and Eagles, number 2 defense, number 1 defense, Mr. Irrelevant versus another Alabama person. Who y'all got?
I'm an Alabama people. You know who I got?
Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox.
What?
Eagles. You got the Eagles.
I got.
Yeah, you talking about the Eagles, right? Oh, you talking about the 49ers?
The Eagles, bro.
Oh.
The Eagles.
Okay. Why you looking so weird?
Oh yeah, like you ain't know.
I didn't.
Okay, well, for clarity.
I feel like you're going for Eagles because of the fact that I'm a 49ers fan. That's what it is.
I feel like that's a component.
I mean, I can't say it's not.
That's why.
But okay, here's how I see it, man. Niners have a great team. Eagles have a great team. Can we agree on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, the Eagles have a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that the only reason? Is that the only reason? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teams are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They just have a better quarterback.
So this is going to be a fun game to watch. So, Reg, are you on the same boat? Or are you a team? Well, you should already be a 49ers fan now because you said you.
I'm a 49ers fan. That's a fact. But
so are you pulling for them?
I'm definitely pulling for them. I want them to win. I would celebrate their win over the Eagles. Yeah. So, for sure, I would like the 49ers to win. But I'm gonna have to say, seeing that game, I understand that you comfortable with that win, but this is the same thing when I saw with Jimmy G. Like, y'all can't just be putting up these little minuscule points and expecting to beat tough teams. I understand y'all got a great defense, but the defense cannot be perfect all the time. So in those chances that they get into the end zone and put up some points, you got to be able to come back to win the game. So that's how I see it, and I'm going with the Eagles.
Reg, you reminded me of that conversation, bro. What was it? They played they played Green Bay last year, right?
Yeah, it was like 3 points to 10 points. Like, get the.
We're gonna go all the way.
I was right. We beat the Packers.
It was like a raining game, and like no. Battle of attrition. Who's gonna like win by the slither? I believe it was like 7-10. Like that was like the score.
that was close and it was low, and Chris made it seem like it was a blowout.
I didn't say that. See, I said we had Green Bay's number. We beaten Green Bay a number of times.
There you go.
We beaten them a number of times, and this like Aaron Rodgers can't throw the ball. It's snowing outside. It's gonna be harder for the ball to be thrown. So it's gonna be a run game. Who's a better run game? Who has a better defense? That's where the icy tundra actually is against Aaron Rodgers.
Where are they playing?
What offense?
They're playing in Philly, right?
Yeah, they're playing in Philadelphia. Anything else?
What's the weather like?
I don't know. It don't even matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See,
because I like y'all run game. I like the depth chart in the running back for 49ers. So if it's a snow situation, I can see that tipping the scale to y'all again.
No, man, but you already picked against us, man. You're not a real 49ers fan. I'm gonna take my jersey back.
Whoa.
You're off the queue. So
wow.
Yeah, you gonna be a 49ers fan.
when we told you when the Warriors fans, I'm gonna not say we because I think I picked the Grizzlies for this one. When the Warriors fans told you on Christmas Day, the Warriors is gonna tap that, right?
Okay. Okay. So are you trying to say as a 49ers fan that you don't think 49ers have what it takes to beat the Eagles?
Yes.
Based off of what?
I just feel like their defense is there. I don't like. Okay, if you can get a great run game, good, but you don't. I don't see them getting deep in the offense with the receivers.
With the receivers? I mean Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and Kip?
They're great. They're great. Is Purdy gonna get them the ball? Because those players existed in that. Okay, those players existed in that little 12-point game. What was it? 12? What was the final score?
It was 19. It was 19-12. Yeah, it was a tough game. I'm not you're making it seem like Brock Purdy didn't know how to get the ball to certain players. That was just a really good defensive scheme. Like Dallas. If Dallas won that game, it would have been because of the defense. Only because of their defense. Not because of the offense. The offense was trash. But
that's true of both teams, though. Because it was two interceptions.
Yeah, but it was...
They got shot and points on the board.
No, actually, those interceptions, we only got 3 points out of those. Out of both of those interceptions. I want to say...
six.
I want to say...
I think it was three. I think it was three each. I think it was six.
One was put them in field goal range immediately. That was his first pick. His second pick was in the they were already in the red zone. So they didn't automatically they didn't automatically give them field goal range. But I'm saying it ended up being a field goal from that. I mean, I don't remember the drive exactly. They still would have had to go down the field to get a field goal though.
That's right? Fair enough, but what I'm saying is that came from the defense. That's all I'm saying. They wouldn't have had that opportunity had it not been for the defense. So I'm saying both if either team that would have won that game, it would have been off their defense. That's all I'm saying. And that's the issue. I don't think, like, I understand defense wins games, but you got to get that offense clicking no matter how good the defense is going. That's what, to me, makes a Super Bowl team. Even if the defense is on you getting them sacks, right? Joe Burrow coming together and putting up the points, that's what's gonna win you the game. Even the one that he lost to the Rams when it was on him, he kept it close. It was close, and they were sacking him. Von Miller had to step up. The best defender in the league had to step up and make a play to shut that down. Okay. So you gotta get them points up. That's my concern for the 49ers. Is are they gonna get the points up in the tough moments? That's what I'm saying.
It's funny y'all talking about the rush game, man, because Miles Sanders is only behind Saquon Barkley, man, in rushing, man. Like Miles Sanders is the beast.
Yeah, but for the 49ers, I like their depth at the game. Not just the number one running back. It's the combination.
The stable of they use. And then they use Deebo Samuel sometimes as running.
Yes, Deebo is
Yeah.
He's Devo.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we got. I'm on the Long Island again for the NFC as well as the AFC. So it'll make it almost more sweeter when you win.
Hey man, that fourth co-host might.
Nah, man.
Agree with you.
Nah, man. We're gonna just stick on this one because I like the odds. I like to be the underdog. So
Okay.
So let's leave it at that, man. So we go ahead and wrap
this y'all year?
Who?
The 49ers, this y'all year?
That's what you said. That's what we talked about last week. We said that last week. It's all year.
Well, for that matchup, but I'm saying you for the whole thing.
He said
I said we're going to the Super Bowl. Remember the
y'all gonna win the Super Bowl? I'm asking you.
Well, it depends. So no, I didn't say. I said go to the Super Bowl.
I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
Win the Super Bowl. It depends. If it's the Chiefs, we won. If it's the Bengals, it's a toss up.
Okay. So you think y'all got the Chiefs like that? Like
Chiefs. The only reason Chiefs won that year is because Tyreek Hill got one over the top pass that just kind of blew the game open. But before and Jimmy G missed a freaking pass to George Kittle that would have been a touchdown.
Oh man, shout out to George Kittle in that Cowboys game, man. That was like the first big play the Niners offense had. That catch was remarkable.
Okay, I don't know if that's a compliment or a backhanded one, but okay.
I mean,
well, he said in that game was you said there wasn't a lot of offense going, so it was a big play. So that's a compliment.
There was a game that you would have had to won. You would have had to have won on the ground because that just that's like body blows. Over time, in the first half it's trash. They went from like 28 yards rushing to like 110, 115 by the end of the game. So yeah, that's just kind of how that works out. But that's fine. Like, I mean, it is what it is. That's why you have a running game. So, but that's cool. We can go ahead and close this up, man. I know you're getting tired. I know y'all getting tired of hearing facts and stuff. So, Reg, man, I'll let you start off. I know Deuce he has to find another.
Oh, we gonna get a little fact though. We gonna get that trivia. Hey, like, follow, subscribe, engage with us. We trying to grow, help us grow, and we want to entertain you. Let us know how you feel about our content. If you have any ideas on what platforms you'd like us to be on or what kind of content you'd like to see, please provide that feedback. That's it for me.
Cool. Deuce, what do you have as your lesson for the day?
Well, I already gave y'all one fact that Patrick Mahomes has the highest playoff QBR in the history of the NFL. All right, next, Bert. Our star seconds, keep that. Okay, here's the question. When was the last time a number one seed won the Super Bowl?
49ers.
What year?
94.
That's the last time a number one seed won the Super Bowl?
Yeah. That's one that makes sense to me.
Yo, this guy, he gotta be stopped.
Let's move back to 94, man. Okay.
I feel like that one year that the Patriots were the number one seed.
It must have been the Kansas City Chiefs because this is the only reason. This sounds like another Pat Mahomes.
Oh, they were the number one seed, huh?
Not when they won.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It is a team that's in the playoffs right now.
You know it's not the Cowboys.
Is it the Bengals?
No, he's talking about the Eagles.
Never won. Well, I can't remember the last time they won.
He's talking about the Eagles.
Oh, the Bengals didn't even win. I'm tripping. Bengals didn't even win.
Eagles then.
Eagles. 2017.
Oh yeah, when Kevin Hart ran up on the field.
Is that your memory that you was like, yeah, I remember that day? Kevin Hart.
He got drunk and all that.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know that was number one. That was the year that Carson Wentz went down. And Nick Foles led him.
I think Zach Ertz was just killing the tight end game.
I mean, he was. Man, shout out to Zach Ertz, man. I liked him as a tight end. He don't walk on courts and stuff trying to antagonize NBA players.
One of my favorite tight ends was one for the Giants, man. What was his name? Oh, sir, I can't think of it now. Had a cool
Jeremy Shockey?
Shockey, yeah. He's one of my favorites. He had a cool couple of years.
Mine was Tony Gonzalez from the Chiefs.
Oh, he's a GOAT. Yeah.
So, and whatever happened to what's that guy's name? He was for the New Orleans Saints. He went
Graham? Graham?
Graham. Yeah.
Who was Graham? I forgot. Yeah, Graham had like a hot year.
Nice. Yeah,
He had a hot few years with
Think about Antonio Gates.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
got the playoff shine because his teams were just meh.
Boo boo. Yeah, I like Antonio Gates too. There's a lot of hidden gems in tight ends before it became like this like high value position.
Well, they started treating them like straight up receivers.
Yeah, pretty much. But before then, yeah,
They used to block and do all the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be. Yeah.
they're like fullbacks on the line. So
We didn't even get a shout out to one of the GOAT tight ends in Gronkowski.
and Rob Gronkowski, not Aaron Hernandez.
He was a tight end.
Wow. He was a tight
He was a
end.
tight end.
He was? I thought he was a
Yeah.
wide receiver.
Nah, he was a tight end with Gronk.
Yep.
Damn.
This is wow.
What?
Wow.
That was dark.
How
Yeah,
was
that was really. That one we was in the show.
I just asked if you guys, want
Too soon.
you made. You brought up Rob Gronkowski. I brought up his running mate. I think that's pretty apropos. Anyways, let me know, guys, how you guys feel about this episode. You know, like, comment, subscribe if you like it on the YouTube side. If you're on the podcast platform, feel free to like and favorite it. You know, give us some 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Apparently, that's what they do and stuff. But it helps us, and it helps us grow. So feel free to do that, man. If you can, just take the small time, 30 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute and a half, write a review, do all those things. And like I said, we're here every Wednesday. And until next Wednesday, guys, I catch up with the deuces, man. So peace.